What's the deal, everybody? It's the Hood Shaman back again with another video. Today's video is going to be about how to take care of your hair, or better yet, how to take care of your braids. For a long time, people always ask me, yo man, how does your hair get so long? Or, what's your hair care routine? Or, what do you do? So this video, I'm going to be breaking down to y'all. I'm going to be giving y'all a free game, giving y'all the recipe, giving y'all the answers on how to keep your braids looking nice the way I keep mine looking nice. So I know a lot of people that don't know how to take care of their hair for real. So this video, hopefully we can solve that problem for a lot of people. Now before we get started on that, I wanted to give you guys an update because I kind of been off social media a little bit, but I want to give an update on my no smoking cannabis journey. So we are at day 9, maybe 10 right now. It's always hard for me to tell. I know it's one of those 2 days, but I think we may be at 9. And then we're going into day 10 because it's we're at the end of the day right now. So we may be going into day 10 right now. So so a quick update on that. All the hard stuff is done now. Little urges, I'm getting better sleep, like I said in the previous videos. What else? I had a little moment where I kind of wanted to smoke yesterday, and that was after I got braided. So, because you know how it be when you get, when you get the fresh ones, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes nigga don't know how to act. But I did not relapse. I know if anybody was watching my stories, you know what I'm saying? And I'll put the link down to my Instagram down in the description. If anybody was watching my stories, you heard me say I might relapse today because I was just excited about having new braids. So y'all know how that be though, man. And but nah, we did not relapse. I have not relapsed at all. I have not smoked no weed since that time I smoked that roach, but I already told you all about that one. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as hard as I thought it was gonna be, and it's not as easy. But it's like you gotta take it one day at a time, so if you're still on your journey, man, I hope you keeping it up. For me right now, it's not even a thing or a thought for me right now, but I also haven't been around it. Normally when I was trying to stop in the past, people would come around offering it to me, this, that, and the fourth, but I also didn't communicate to them that I planned on not smoking. So yeah, we are this is about day 10. We're going into day 10 now. I gotta see what the real test is. I might have to go around some smoke a little bit just to see, but I'm not going to go seek no smoke out to go around. So but maybe around day 21 when it's officially a broken habit. Of course, somebody calls me right when I start a video every time. So it's I almost forgot what I was saying, but I get tested typically. I was getting tested a lot, but I wasn't telling those people that I had quit smoking. So the test kind of was just happening when I thought about it, or when I maybe told one person I was going to stop. And then next thing you know, we go out with some friends, and then I'm back smoking again. So, but that was back in the past before I started this YouTube journey. And so, and also, man, I feel like in a slight sense, this YouTube journey has been holding me accountable, because I also didn't want to let you guys down, not myself either, but it's just giving me more than one reason. And so, yeah, it's been lit so far, man. And if you're on your journey, keep it up, man. You should probably be feeling the same way that I'm feeling right now. And hopefully you have a place where you can get by yourself and not be distracted. And so I've been in my room a lot, and one way to get out of like an urge, if you're feeling the urge real bad, you can go to sleep. You know, sometimes lay down, sometimes watch a movie. If it's the smoking you're trying to stop, but you don't mind continuing the intake of THC, then I would say get some tea, or I would say get some tea or maybe some edibles or something. And but yeah, but that's not what this video is about. So that's enough of that. We've been doing good on that, and now that's wrapped up. Boom. Now, braid care 101. Braid care 101. So, how to take care of your braids. You've been having problems with your braids, probably drying out too fast, getting crinkly, getting bent up in certain ways where they're hard to get them back into the shape that they were in. Maybe you getting hair coming out every time you get your hair done. You never are seeing too much growth, or maybe you do see new growth before you get braided, but once you get braided, it ends up being the same length again. So if you're having these problems, you're in the right place to be. I'm about to break it all down to you right now. Free game, franchise. So, number one, wrap it up. Wrap it up. And for starters, you could just wear it like this. If you are in the house, this is how I wear it when I'm just in the house. Or even sometimes, I kind of just do it intuitively, really. I don't have a specific time, but most of the time when I'm in the house, it'd be like this. If I might go outside, if I know that I'm not in the house for good for the whole day, then I'll leave it like this. So that way, as soon as I get ready to go outside, I could just, boom. And now they look brand new. They're laid up against my head. Sometimes you can get to a point where they're like hanging off like this, because they, you know, but when I do that, it keeps them laid up against my head. So as soon as I take them off, they still looking new. And my main focus is just to keep my roots protected, you know. But I'll also show you how to minimize frizz in the braids and stuff like that as well. So maybe we'll put this back on, maybe not. Maybe we'll just leave it off. Yeah, so you want to wrap your hair up before bed. Whenever changing clothes like shirts, or whenever you're wearing a hoodie, you want to put it on. So if I'm just changing the shirt, this shirt I would take off without putting it on. But like if I had a t-shirt on, sometimes if you just take it straight off and you let your shirt peel over your braids, it'll cause frizz on your braids, and then by the end of the day, or maybe the next day, you'll start seeing your braids get frizzy. And so that's from not covering it. I know it can get tedious sometimes, but it all depends on how you want your hair to look. And so for those that is wondering why their hair get frizzy so fast, I'm gonna go ahead and crack that code for y'all. You know, I've been sitting on a lot of game for a long time and ain't been telling nobody stuff. So not because I didn't want to, really I'd be wanting to tell people stuff, but I have been staying in a lot lately. So, and it's tough for me to just call somebody and say, hey man, do you know what you're doing with your hair? You want me to show you? You know what I'm saying? So it's not tough to do that, but it's kind of weird. So I figured I'd just make a YouTube video on it, and that way anybody interested, you could just tap in. You ain't got to talk to me personally. You ain't got to worry about feeling weird or calling me, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So, because that may be weird too, to just call somebody for hair care. Who knows? I don't know, man. We in 2023, a lot of weird shit going on. A lot of weird energy is going on. A lot of misunderstandings happen very quickly. So, we'll minimize that with this video. So, yeah, so if I'm changing like clothes, if I'm changing a shirt or a hoodie, I used to put it on like this. but I'm not doing that no more. Well, I don't do that no more, rather. What I do now is I grab them and I wrap them around like this. I'll turn around so you can see. Get it all the way up in there. I don't know if y'all can see that right there, but my braid is curled up right here. And that's to keep it out of the way of the other braids. When your hair get this long, it's like a mandatory thing. I don't know if y'all can see that, so I'm gonna turn back around. I'm gonna lift this up a little bit. Just hopefully y'all can see that right there. I felt like y'all couldn't see that, but you might be able to see it now. So I got them all wrapped up in there. They're all flat. What you wanna do too is, let me maybe cut on this brighter light real quick, just so you may be able to see my braids through this. And by the way, guys, this is a stocking cap. So you want to get a stocking cap, a do-rag, or even a scarf. I'm gonna go grab a scarf to show y'all what my scarves look like too. If you want to be on a super hair care level. Now for me, I just use the stocking cap for the most part because I'm okay with my get down. So boom, we got these in there, but you'll take this, you'll make sure each braid is separate, but still right next to the next one. You don't want them all tangled up, because that's how you'll wake up one day and one of your braids, you may have laid it down instead of this way. You may have flipped it and laid it down this way, and then now the braid is sticking out like this. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want that. So separate them, take your hand, run your hand through each of them. Make sure they're not tangled up. Make sure they're not laying on top of each other. Make sure they're all next to each other. You know, and it should look like this in the back. This is a little curl right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. So hopefully y'all can see that. So boom. Now that I got that up there, I'll take these right here and start wrapping these around. And then I'll just lay these right underneath those. And that's how I get them all in here. And that right there tends to do the trick. I go, keep touching all of them. Separate it all the way down to the back. See how it's kind of crossed up? You gotta separate it. And just play with it. Keep doing it until you get it, until you're satisfied. Don't stop until you're satisfied, because as soon as you think you're satisfied, and you're like, oh, okay, I got it, that's cool right there, and you get lazy, one of those braids would be looking weird the next day. So it's your hair, you know what I'm saying? It's your look, it's your style. Take your time with it and do it the right way. Now I'm gonna show you something that you could also do to add on to this. I had to bring out the old legendary scarf. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You know, some of y'all done seen me with the scarf on in person a lot. You know, that was when I used to wear it and let my hair. I wouldn't wear this with this, but back in the day I was just wearing this without this on. But I think that was allowing my hair to dry out faster. So if you want to go crazy and lock in extra moisturizer, because I think with the stocking cap, the moisturizer can get through on the pillow to a certain degree. So who knows? But I do know that this by itself still does the trick for the most part. So you still will be good with that. Let me turn this back off real quick. Boom. So I throw this joint on. If I'm feeling real player-like, and if I want the braids to hold their shine a little bit more for a little bit longer of a longer period of time, let's say if I don't have no oil already, and I want my braids to just hold a shine longer for a longer period of time, wow, this is one thing I would use. Because now I'm protecting the braid part. The roots are already good. This oil is not going to spill through here onto my pillow because, you know, none of us sleep on the top of our head unless you're a b-boy. And so, boom. But yeah, that's another way right there. So, my little ice cube on. Today was a good day. Nah, y'all wild. Y'all wild for that. So, boom. The next thing you want to do is oil your scalp. Oil your scalp. And not only oil your scalp, but oil the tips of your braids. There is a difference between not all oil for the hair is meant for every area of the head. So you have scalp oil and you have hair oil. Those are two different things. It's important to know that. A lot of people don't know that one right there. Let me see. So this is what I use. This is what I'm currently using. I'm currently using Miel for my scalp. And I don't even use, it's full. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just use it whenever I use it intuitively. Whenever I feel like I haven't put it in a couple of days, I'll go ahead and do that. But a good routine, if you want to get started, is maybe every 3 days. Another good routine, maybe once a week, you know. So, and it's real easy. It's fairly easy to use. See how to stay kind of laid on its own. It's just brand new every time. Every time you do it, it's gonna be brand new. So you might have to pull these two down. You might have to cross them like this a little bit just to get them to hang the right way. You know what I'm saying? And so, but boom. So you do that, you know. You would take this little thing right here and you would just boom, 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 all through the middle. And then go across here, boom, boom, you know, and just feel it through. You know, look at your hair in the mirror, wipe it down, boop, boop. But get it in there, make sure it's in there, and you in the game. Especially with this, your hair gonna grow super fast. So, but there's another product I use as well, and I will, when I get my hands back on that one, I'll be putting that one. I'll show you guys that one. And so, but that's scalp oil. So, you know, it has biotin in there. What else? Biotin also can be taken internally. That helps the hair grow. Another thing that helps your hair grow is a healthy pill. I'm gonna show y'all. It's actually good for the body. It's good. It's one of the healthiest things you could ever be even taking. But it also makes your hair grow a lot as well. Free game. I ain't even supposed to be telling y'all this. Black seed oil. I take the pills, and also use the oil in my shea butter. It's good for the skin, it's good for the hair. You can put it on the hair, but I have the capsules, so I just take those. But taking the capsules also make your hair grow, and using the oil itself on your head, or mixing it in some type of scalp oil is good for the hair as well. Now, a good hair oil to use, or a common hair oil to use, is forgive me for this chair squeaking. A common oil to use that's more for your hair part. You want, for this part, if you want to do anything with it, if you want to protect this with the oil, you use like coconut oil or olive oil. And those are the two most common ones. There's more though. If you just, I advise you to do your own research. Don't take my word for it. I think this feel like it's like a little too high. So yeah, don't take my word for it, man. Go do your research on it. If anything, number 3, don't overwash your hair. People think they need to wash their hair all the time when it's not in braids. That strips the hair of its nutrients. And if you're gonna wash it, follow that with a condition. But you don't need to wash your hair every day. You should be, my bad. You should be washing your hair probably maybe about, I would say, depending on how often you're getting it braided, if you're getting it braided often, maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe. I wouldn't, but honestly, if I'm being honest, I would say once a month. I wash my hair once a month. And so, your hair, the longer it sits unwashed, the faster it grows. So, yeah, but I would also look that up as well. Look up everything I'm telling you. Don't believe nothing I'm telling you. I'm just giving you game straight from the, you know what I'm saying, straight through the pipeline. But if you wanted to, you know what I'm saying, if you're feeling cynical a little bit, you wanted to register maybe a little bit better, I would suggest you go do your own research on that. But yeah, man, do not overwash. And don't just wash without conditioning your hair, because that will be a problem, you know. And let's see. And then after your wash and condition, put your scalp oil in there. And your tips, man. Oil your tips down. Take some oil. You probably could use some coconut oil. The coconut oil is going to protect the tips from breaking off, because this is where you lose a lot of your hair at, is in the tips. So you see the new growth coming in up under here, but then you wonder why it's not, your hair hasn't got any longer. It's because these tips then fell off because you wasn't taking care of it and dried out, right? So protect your hair, man. Try to keep it as dry as possible. You want to use shower caps. Do not take a shower without having a shower cap. I have this on. What I did with it? Well, I guess we did use this one. Oh, this was the one I was using. Okay, so I'll have this on while in the shower. I'll tuck all my braids under it, like how I did earlier in the video, and I have that on, and then I'll put a shower cap on top of that. Now, when I have that on, maybe I should give y'all an example so y'all would just see how to wear it. So throw these back up in here real quick again. Show y'all that it really don't take no time to get them up in there. You know, especially once you start doing it all the time, you'll be used to it, and it'll be just happening faster for you. You know, so yep. Get those in there. They're trying to act up right now, but you know, they know who in charge. So do that. Slide those up in there. I'm telling you, man, you came across this video, you struck gold. Your hair finna be so long now, bro. And that joint gonna be shining too. Every time you pull this off your head, they gonna look like the first day they got braided. Now the only thing you gotta do, if you got the haircut on the sides, you just gotta maintain the haircut at that point, you know? So I would have this on, and then I would push this up. Bow, bow, slide it up. Cause you want to be able to wash your forehead. You know what I'm saying? So niggas don't never give you this much game, bro. You ain't gonna never find this much game somewhere for free. So, bam, like so. Yeah. Your shower cap. Throw your shower cap on. Boop. Bye. So now when I'm washing my face, I can slide this up all the way up pretty much to my hairline. You know, if I could wash the side of my head, I could wash the back of my head. You know what I'm saying? So roughly about right here, you know what I'm saying, where you can still, you know, clean up at. So you do that right there, your hair gonna be smooth. What's another thing? Oh, learn your hair. That's another way of protecting it. Learn your hair. What do I mean by learn your hair? If you keep having to rely on someone to always prepare your hair, you're leaving that in someone else's hands ultimately. And if your hair is not growing and that's what you're doing, then that could be a reason why. So learn your hair, because everybody's hair is different. Let me go ahead and dispel something that as men, we think is a thing amongst women out here. We think every woman knows how to comb hair. We think every woman knows how to do hair. It's not true. Don't be over here trying to be Mac Daddy and shit and letting any bitch braid your hair or comb your hair, because that's not it. I'm trying to tell you, I done been down that road for both of us already, or for all of us. You know what I'm saying? So I've gotten to a point where I'm most comfortable preparing my hair before it gets braided. Washing it, conditioning it. I ain't gonna lie, this washing and conditioning I got the other day at this salon was crazy though. Over there, it's in Inglewood on Regent and Market, on the corner of Regent and Market Street. So it's called Really Raw. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, man. I got a crazy wash and blow dry. I was so thorough. I was in heaven. So, but up until that point, I had like preparing it myself, and I still am okay with that. Combing it. A lot of people wasn't combing my hair the way I like, and I be seeing a lot of hair in that comb, and I'm just like trying to trust the process and not freak out. Like, you know what? They know what they doing, but something. I'm so spiritually in tune. I'm so in tune with my spirit. I can hear whenever it's telling me something, and so something in me would just always have me watching, like make sure that somebody's doing it the right way. And then when I first took my own stab at doing combing my hair, at first it was kind of rough and I got scared, and so I let my mom do it. But eventually I got to a point where it all started making sense to me, and I was so scared of my hair because it's so thick. I would just grab a little piece of it while I was in the ponytail, or a little poof ball or whatever, a little poof ponytail, and I would just comb the ends out first while I had the conditioner in there, or sometimes without the conditioner. But either way it go, I had to start from the ends first, and then once that part get combed out, you slide down and let more of the hair stick out, and then you comb that part out. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, man, that's what I did with that. So learn your hair. You're not gonna regret it, I promise you. Internal health is another good thing. You want to make sure this is a part of my internal health that helps my hair grow. The black seed. If you eating too bad, that could be the reason why your hair falling out, or this, that, and the fourth. I would just, if I was you, I'd probably go do some research on that. Maybe look up Yaki Awakened or something like that. Shout out to him for, dropping gems and giving us the game lately on healthy eating. And last but not least, man, good hair products. Know what you want from your hair, and then know how to seek that out. So if you want hair growth, I would look at the ingredients on scalp oil. Go do that. Do your own research. Have fun with it, man. It's your hair. We all got different types of hair. So just be on the journey and be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? If you want good looking hair. You know what I'm saying? Because now that y'all got the game, don't be looking at me when you see me walk past and my shit shining and swinging, and you know what I'm saying, and you mad at something. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why your shit ain't looking like that. Don't get mad at me, player. You know what I'm saying? So here's the game. I done gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? You got what you need now. You know what I'm saying? Go out there, take care of your hair, love yourself, and run it up. You know what I'm saying? It's the Hood Shaman, and we out of here. Bop.